It's reconnecting. Stream is reconnecting. Wait. I really don't know what's happening. Sorry again for this stream. I really have no idea what's happening with my internet. It seems not to be doing that well. Anyway, yeah, we should be online again, and I hope this time we have no problems. So continuing on.
Okay, so everyone with Dahai, mark -1 HX.
That everyone
Yeah.
in general, or just the people
Every
who
other
need to
person. Every other person. He doesn't choose anyone yet.
Yep, you'll get for me being the brainer.
Can I make a negative one towards the brainer?
Yes, you just go -1.
No,
HX.
no. I mean, can I do the one on his turn? I can choose the thing to give him.
Yes.
Does that work like that?
I want the yeah. It says on the other's turn, choose one or both. I would like the brainer to be the reason of why I had to leave my last hideout.
So one of them has caused you to abandon your previous hideout. Whatever number that player tells you, give it -1. Write it next to the character's name. So you're at -2 with him now. That's a -1 for you for him. So
Yeah.
you're -2 with him, and he caused you to abandon your other hideout. How did he do that?
Basically, he am I right that the brainers like going into the psychic maelstrom quite a bit, don't they?
Very much so.
And he was roaming around one day, and all of a sudden, a lot of my equipment just started to melt and explode and crackle, as if it was being overloaded for some reason. This is back in Antenna version 1, and my last patch. And ever since then, I got a little bit scarred mentally. Not literally, just I was a bit dubious of that place because I didn't know why it was happening. I'm a very controlling person. I don't like things happening when I don't know why. So I completely abandoned that place and moved to my current location.
Excellent.
Which proves to be a much better place to broadcast from anyway. But that's why.
Okay. So we have. That is everyone's history done except for the stuff that Dahai does in secret.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Dahai, you know what to do, don't you?
yeah, on others' turns I choose.
Okay, then now just ignore the part that says on others' turns because I didn't realize you were meant to go during their turns.
No problem.
So just you can choose 1, 2, or 3 of those. And
To
I know
one
all
person
of you are
only?
looking up the playbook.
Only
to
to one person?
No, you can choose it to any number of people.
Okay, so can I choose different ones for different people?
Yes.
Okay.
You cannot choose the same one for different people.
Okay, I got it. But we had 3 other players, so Rose is gonna be getting the.
No, don't. You're not saying it.
Okay.
This is completely secret to you. They have no
Completely
idea.
secret.
Just PM me later, or now, or whenever.
Okay, I can
work it out.
PM you later. Let me.
Okay.
I'll PM you later. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep that secret.
So, yes, the secret must be kept.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can get right into it.
Yeah, we're ready to rock.
We're ready to rock. Okay. So, you are all in a large city. It is it's a very large city and a very dense city back in its day. As you the general landscape of it is that of broken down skyscrapers, suburban houses that have got doors flung open, lots of sort of rubble kind of pushed around. Nothing looks new. Nothing looks, the chrome of the city, the glass is shattered. Everything's taken its test of time. It's been about 60 to 70 years after the main apocalyptic event, and no one really knows exactly what happened. But ever since then, this sort of psychic maelstrom has popped up, and it seems very closely linked with the apocalypse, and it sort of reaches into everyone's minds, and there's kind of like a presence that something's within everyone else. And basically, so we'll start with Rose. Rose is in a town. Inside this city, there are multiple different small settlements that are walled off. And Rose runs a small infirmary with Lily and
May.
getting the other May. And inside this settlement is a fair amount of people, about 30 or so settlers, and they kind of go about doing their day-to-day lives. Daily, they generally tune into the radio wireless transmission, and they would sort of tune in, listen to the news of the day, whatever it is that was going on in the city. This sort of omnipresent narrator would, and it is wireless feedback, not wireless transmission. I keep stuffing that up. And this sort of narrator kind of chiming in and telling everyone about what's going on in the city. And then one day, you see Dahai, the brainer, who kind of lives on the outskirts of the town. You know, no one's really sure where he stays. He's got like a few houses, but no one really goes there. It's kind of like a really creepy place, and you know, everyone knows he's kind of a like a brainer. He taps into the maelstrom, and most people don't exactly know what that is, so they kind of avoid him, and they avoid where he goes. But they notice this one day that he kind of comes in, that Rose especially, they hear a large rapping on the gate as one of the guards of the town opens up the gate, and you see Dahai kind of stumble in. He looks very distraught, and let's take it from there. For this time frame for Dahai to know where exactly you've just come from. You've just got back from the town after your last meeting with the quarantine, and it's been a little while, but this is your first time back in the town.
Okay, I look up at the guards, and are they stopping me to pass, or?
No, they know who you are. They kind of like, they avoid you. They say, welcome to High. A long time no see. They kind of step aside. They very much so avoid you. They don't seem particularly comfortable talking to you.
I have my cloak up, and they basically just see my cloak nod a bit as I go past them into the city. And I'm searching the place for basically the local tavern or bar, whatever they hold.
A bar. Now there's a little kind of establishment. It's like, you know, this sort of town comes on there's a gate. The gates are made in the middle of this street, and the main section of the town is on the street, and there's like a little establishment where they serve all your sort of makeshift alcoholic drinks, and it's kind of built into an old toll booth, and there's like a counter set up and a bartender behind the table. You would know him. His name is Pitt, and he kind of looks up at you and he's like, "Oh, Dahai, What can I get you?
I say, deep voice. Water, please.
Just water? Yeah, sure. Coming right up. And he kind of bends down, grabs it. It's like an old tin can that he's sort of cleaned out, and pops a barrel, fills it up with water, and hands it to you. And
Okay, as
Yep.
he like hands me the thing, I want to touch him on the hand, like just like grab it from his hand while still touching him.
Yep, do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do
And-
that, and I'm gonna use my. You know what I'm gonna use? I think.
You're going to use in-brain puppet strings.
Yes, I'm gonna use in-brain puppet strings.
Yes, okay. So, what I want you to do is I want you to roll 2d6 plus your weird.
Okay, let's see. So that's 2d6 plus 2. Yes. Okay.
You roll a 9, so that's a partial success. And what that does is you are currently wearing violation gloves, so your mere skin contact counts as time and intimacy. So you on 7 to 9 you have a hold of 1. And what command are you planting in his mind?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna PM it to you.
Yes.
Actually, no, that's like the command is this.
Bow before me.
No, that's the command.
Oh, that's the command. He as you sort of make the skin contact, he shudders and looks up at you, and he just sort of looks at you and says, I don't know. No one knows where he is. He keeps a tight ship on it. The last I heard, he was in the Northwest District.
Okay. I grab the water. I drink it. I put the thing down, and I go towards the Northwest District.
The Northwest District. So you kind of you start to walk back to the gate, and Rose, you would see this. Do you do anything?
Am I at my infirmary? Or am I just
You're-
walking by? Just standing there?
Well, at the moment, there's no one really in the infirmary. So if you were in there, you would just be, doing whatever you do, relaxing. So where would you be? There's no particular work to be done.
I would... Okay. So it's kind of like an open spot, I guess. I mean, the infirmary,
Yeah,
is
like-
it-
So
not really
if if you look into roll 20, I hope you can see this. And basically what it is, change to black. There's sort of like a long street there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. And where he just was is a toll booth that's there. And there's a gate there down here that kind of used to, it's like tin plates huddled over there, and there's another gate over here as well, and then there's sort of the shop fronts and things like that
Okay, and where
all
am I?
down here. And your infirmary is here, in this building with the dot in it, the square in it.
Yeah.
He's walking down here, and you would be, hanging around the front of the infirmary somewhere. So,
Yeah, I mean, say I would say I'm like just looking out the door. Or I mean, is it like a door or is it like open area?
it's kind of like it's a shop front, so you would be definitely able to see in both the infirmary and out on the street.
Okay.
And you see Dahai kind of like go there, get a drink. This bartender sort of react a little bit strangely, and then Dahai just like kind of, hurry off.
I want to say as he walked to the man with the water, I say that I observed him, and I guess I see him touching him, and that the man shudders. So
You wouldn't notice because he was just kind of grabbing the drink, but you would definitely notice the man's reaction.
Yeah. And I know him being a brainer, and I know.
You certainly do.
Yes. So I'm gonna get a little suspicious, I guess, and I wonder what he's up to. So I will follow him, but before I do, I kind of like tap twice on.
Twice?
What?
Oh, tap twice.
Tap
I thought you were
twice.
talking- So that's a character name. In Apocalypse
Oh.
World, it's an infirmary operator's character name.
Okay. I just no. Okay. Before I go anywhere, I tap twice on the shop.
Yep.
Then I look at the ground, and I go and I avoid every crack. I try to avoid every crack I see in the
Yes.
and I follow him.
Do you jump over the drain holes as well?
I kind of jump over where I have to, as long as I don't have to walk on any
Yeah.
specific cracks on the ground.
Yeah, so you do your best, and it's incredibly difficult because just about everything is cracked
Yeah, I
over
mean, I'm not-
time.
It must
Yeah.
be something
But
get drunk in
If it's unavoidable, I just sigh and do it anyway.
Yeah. So you're kind of like, tiptoeing in certain parts and, taking a step to the right and things like that as you kind of follow it.
Yeah, I kind of follow him, but yeah,
And
I don't want to lose sight of him.
and you're kind of following in the distance away, sort of.
Okay.
So, Dahai, do you just keep going over to the Northwest District?
Yeah, I go over to the Norfolk district and basically do what I did last time and try and tap in and find what I'm looking for.
Okay. So, as you head out of the city, out of the town, you're walking down the city streets, and you would know that these city streets, at night especially, are quite dangerous. Because while there is not as many people in here as there would have been when there was a city, it is still a very dense area.
Try and take not going down the street. Imagine me, black cloak dude. I go on the shadows. Is it what time of day is it?
It's about midday right now.
Okay, yeah, I take all the side streets and take all the corners in the shadowy places. I basically try and stay as much as I can from the open area, and I look about, basically, and I pay attention. I look above the corner to see if there's anybody there before I actually go.
And I guess it's
So-
hard to follow them.
So basically, the main threats in the city, there's of course people who act as sort of bandits, and there's camps of them that kind of roam around and look for just an easy bit of jingle or bit, which is the main sort of currency, assorted bits and bobs that are useful. And then there's people that have been so severely affected by the psychic maelstrom that they've turned into pretty much shells of human beings and are incredibly violent. So you're walking down these side streets, and same as usual, you're being very cautious, keeping a lookout. Rose, you're still following?
Yeah, I'm following and
Yeah.
trying to. I guess if he turns around, I don't know if I can hide somewhere. I just want to follow him from a distance. I mean,
Do I see Rose following me as I'm as cautious as I can?
Well, I don't know, so I think you should roll plus your sharp.
Okay.
11,
Oh, yeah.
you definitely see Rose. You take a few side streets, you maybe get, 100 meters away from the place, taking your little routes, and then you hear a scrape behind you
Turn
and look
around.
back, and
I see
you
Rose.
definitely see someone following you. They're a fair way back, but you see it's definitely someone that's been following you.
I basically do a hand gesture. Come over.
I immediately turn around and look in, so try turn around and just
Okay. I wait.
like strolling.
I wait for her to turn around again towards me. Like I'm just like she's turning around to the other side. I'm just looking into her direction and waiting. And the moment she glances in my side, I'm just doing a hand gesture. I come over.
Okay, so I do come over and he gestures. I mean, I'm trying to look innocent, but I notice that it doesn't work. So
Yeah.
yeah, I do come over to him.
Yeah, and at that point, I sensed discomfort in one of my receivers. In my base, I just roll across the desk and change a few plugs and start viewing through.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I look
Start
down
viewing
at
through.
I
I
look
was
down at
actually
her.
going to ask you for. I was actually going to.
And
He cannot hear me. He can hear me talking, but he can't I can't
yeah, you can't actually converse with me, but I can hear everything that you say and then speak back.
Okay. I look down at her, and I say, "You. I know you. Why have you been following me, little one?" I'm saying this very calmly with a deep voice.
Me? Like, just trying to look innocent again, but like I approach him and I like, no reason, really. Does he have a name or just a brainer?
No, you know my name.
Yeah. He's kind of like the
Do I know?
one-man mafia of the town.
Okay.
He gets
I
stuff
don't, I
done.
don't actually know his. Do I know his name to be the High?
Yeah, I think you would know his name. Yes.
Yeah. Basically. So I just go up to him and just I'll be truthful and just say I noticed you. I noticed you talking to that man over at the establishment over at my just across my shop, across my infirmary.
Yes.
What?
I'm looking for something. Maybe you can help me. And I put a hand on her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is it what I think it is?
Yes, it is exactly what you think it is.
Give me a roll.
Do I know what it is? Can I discern what it is?
Hmm.
Am I right that as I have eyes and ears on people, I know of the brain around his activities?
I'm the unique brainer. Like from what I understand, nobody is the brainer. Like I am the only brainer.
But
Yes.
I mean though, but as I
You would
generally
know
keep tabs
who-
on everyone, I know of him and what he tends
would
to do
know.
to people.
But you don't know my ability. Like you
No,
wouldn't.
I know
know
what you
his
tend. I know
abilities.
what you tend to do to people.
He know of you, like he know of you.
He
but
knows that you can tap
Would I-
into the maelstrom.
Yeah,
He knows
would
that
I
you
would,
can.
would I know that direct contact with people seems to result in odd things?
I don't think you'd know exactly how he does it, but if he's walking forward and touching him I guess you would be able to know that something
Like
is up.
I'm not doing like a very like she said I said come over and she came over and I'm looking down on her to speak with her because I'm very tall, and
How
I
tall are
don't
you?
put a I'm 6'56".
Okay.
I
I'm
put
very
a hand on her shoulder. I'm not like doing any kind of like very elaborate. I just put a hand on her shoulder. Maybe you can help me. And I basically wanna like put a hand on her shoulder and come closer to her, like lean over and say, "Can you answer my question?" Basically, I wanna mimic like the touch has nothing to do with what I'm doing. I wanna put the
Okay.
hand on her and lean forward.
Okay, so that means you have hold plus. You have hold of 1.
The same
What is
command.
it?
Hmm?
The same command that you used on the.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can say it out loud.
Okay.
Because she's gonna have to answer.
Okay, it's a command in her head of tell the high where the radio is. Or I'm basically asking. I wouldn't know if I know that he's the radio, like then that name, but that's the question.
Well, when I hear that, then I say out loud, tell him
One
I'm in his fucking
second.
head. No,
One
I
s-
can hear it though.
Can you
I
hear
can
what
se-
she's thinking?
I can send everything that she
Yeah.
feels and hears.
Yes.
Ah,
So
okay.
Out,
You haven't
out loud, I just mutter over my head and just say, tell him I'm in his fucking head.
Now here's what will like you don't know exactly what's going to happen, but you feel compelled to do this. You can choose not to do it, but you have a very strong feeling in your head that you should do this. That's kind of what it is.
It's a very. It's a.
on
Yeah.
on that note, you have absolutely no freaking idea where the radio is. You know he's in your head. You have no idea where he is.
So I just say that. I mean, he's talking into my head. I
Yes.
just say that out loud to. So what do you say, Gary? Like, is my in my.
I just literally chortle and just say, tell him I'm in his fucking head. That's not a command, just like I'm listening in and I hear someone go, where's the radio? And I just go, just tell him I'm in his fucking head like everyone else.
I just smile and it's in your head. Can I say that? Yeah, I can say that, right?
You can say that. You don't have to obey the command,
I'm
but
just-
that
But
is.
Ray and I have a connection. I mean, we can.
Okay.
I mean,
Would I know
Okay.
that this is unusual? I mean, in my searches, would I know that somebody telling me that is unusual of the answers I have already gotten from people?
You would know the radio is finely attuned with the psychic maelstrom. So
Ah, good.
you.
That's all I know.
You're. Yeah.
I say you're here, aren't you? Show yourself. I want to talk to you. You've been pretty cool last time. I sensed you. I know what you're up to. Basically say that towards Rose. I say let
you
us
say that
meet.
out loud. Yeah. And I guess Gary hears this.
Yeah. Can I roll one of my skills?
What is your body demeanor like? What is your demeanor to this, Rose? Like, are you starting to freak out at this point? No, or is this kind of like
I'm a little
handling this?
I'm a little concerned. I'm concerned for him trying to find out where the radio is. I don't know myself, but I'm starting to get word that he would basically maybe he would go to extreme length to know where the radio is. So I'm getting concerned.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just like to ask, what is the range on the augury skill?
The augury skill. One moment. When you use augury,
I don't really get like the whole deep and shallow part of the maelstrom.
you're not meant to really get it. It's sort of very subjective. So you can use it. It has no range. The maelstrom is limitless as far as the range. Yeah.
Only your imagination sets the
Right.
limits.
So can I roll Would I roll 2d6 plus 2?
Your weird is +2, so yes.
Oh man, going by my rolls in my other D&D, this is not
Don't
gonna
forget
be
it's to
good.
highlight the stats as well.
Oh yes, I get a point for that, don't I?
By the way,
Yes.
roll weird twice, and it's a highlighted
Yes, you
skill.
would have marked. Yes, you would have marked experience both of those times. Okay, so you rolled a 9. Okay.
I would like
When you
to
use
insert information into the world psychic maelstrom.
Okay, what information would you like to insert?
As a DM, what's the most dangerous part of this town, other than the walking brain? Like, I'm the raider. I'm presuming I'd know the area better than anyone. My followers have been everywhere. I want to know what's the most dangerous place you can possibly think of to go.
The most dangerous area, like physical area?
Yeah, like a place where just nobody goes. Like, you know, a place that's like controlled by people who just shoot people on sight, or is controlled by hordes of infected or crazy people, or just you can just make up that place.
Definitely the slave markets.
And
It
I
is
get
the most-
I get to choose one, don't I?
Okay. Okay, by default, the effect and it will reach only shallowly into the world's maelstrom, and will bleed instability. Okay.
Well,
On
I
a
want to make it stable with no bleeding.
No bleeding. Okay. Yes.
And the information that I put into the world psychic maelstrom is that somebody has discovered the location of the radio, and it is in an underground lair in that place.
Ah. Okay. Now, at this, that is pushed out into the world's psychic maelstrom. There is no obvious effects right now,
Mm-hmm.
but you know it's definitely worked.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I sense anything?
No, you do not. As a basic skill, you can tap into the world's psychic maelstrom, but you do not know that just happened. So
I know. There's no reason for me to do it, so I won't. I'll just say,
Yes.
down. You have connections to whatever this is in our minds. I want to share information. I want to receive information.
At this
Are you
point-
able for an exchange?
No, Chucky, at this point, yeah, I'll turn around, I'll walk towards you guys, and I'll kind of ask you, look at you, are you bothering the lady? Can I help you? Start to roast.
So, out of the middle of just a random shop, you see a man walk out in military, military clothing with a huge armored vest and an assault rifle. Walk out and say that.
I say what I say and I wait for a response. I'm not touching her anymore. Like after I did that, I'm not touching her anymore. And I'm not ignoring the quarantine, but I'm waiting for a response. It's obvious that I'm looking at Rose.
Okay, so I say.
I mean,
I
I'm
think
waiting.
you do.
Okay, yeah, sorry, go on.
Just say, I look up to him, like, try and peer under his hood if I can.
Yes, you
Just
certainly
say,
can.
Yeah.
Can
I see anything? Can I see how he looks?
You can see the basic outline of his face. You can't
Okay.
really see in huge detail. His hair is mostly covered, but you're kind of under him, so you can see most of his facial structure.
I say, I think you do well to not try and find out. Really.
I just hear that and I just laugh and snort out loud again. I go, Rose, you tell him if he wants to fucking find me, that he can dial into his fucking psychic shithole and go and fucking find where I am.
You'll find that he's quite hard to get to. and then I see the quarantine move up. I guess. I see he's approaching
He has
us.
already been here.
Yeah, I was here while you were saying this. And I was coming. I'm looking at you really, really confused. Like, I asked you for help, and you
Yep.
started saying shit like that.
Imagine
Yeah,
how
yeah,
she feels.
so
She's got
I-
three voices going on there at the moment.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
I have a lot to think about right now. I have to sort them out. I can't take all at the same time. It's like
And the
Yeah.
the quarantine is sitting there, and he's like hearing a third of the conversation going on.
Okay. As I
So
actually
he's
says
like-
this, I want to look at the quarantine and I say, are you sure that she is the one who needs help? And then
Why?
I
Are you in trouble, sir? Is he troubling you?
we can talk after. Would I know your name? Like I was the one who freed you. Would I know your name?
I don't think you. Well, you didn't speak much to me when you feared me. You just like you got weirded out the fact that I don't react to the maelstrom, and you just
Okay.
like kind of told me to go. towards
We're
the city.
we're
do
gonna
I need
speak.
the quarantine?
What?
Why do I know the quarantine?
I guess you've seen me around, right? Because I've been here for a couple of weeks. So.
Yeah, he's been there for about a week. He passed through town at one point,
Yeah, I look
and
at
you
like
would have seen him.
I see. We talk after blank one. And I look at Rose. Does your master have anything else to say?
I giggle at when you say master. I mean,
I wait for a
I-
response.
master. He's not my master. We have a mutual consent. He helps me, I help him.
That's what every minion says.
I guess I can't see it because I have like a coffee, it's my kind of glare and get a really browny face.
Can I just say, how on earth would the Brenner know that she was connected to me? This all seems very, very bizarre
Right.
behavior in general.
What I'm thinking is, you said that I tapped into the warp and I felt your last hideout, and I kind of destroyed it.
No. I said that you accessed the thing and all of my machinery when hit mayhem.
Yeah,
You had
yeah,
no,
that's-
you have no idea that you destroyed my hideout at all.
I know. Okay, now I'm searching for you, and basically I feel I just speaks to me, and this is like I know you're deeply connected to the warp, to my psychic maelstrom, and
It's-
I
it
am.
seems very meta that you.
I am no, actually, I'm not
and
thinking.
you know that she's one of my puppets because that's impossible to do.
The high thinks you're not. She's not actually a human. I think she's a shell, and you just control her 100%. Like,
But why her? She has-
because she
has
responded.
No, she has no visual aspect of her that would make you even consider that she was linked to the radio.
I know,
The way-
I know,
the way
but
that
she
you play the
responded.
character is
I was acting under.
She did say it.
I know,
Yeah,
but
I was acting under the impression that he had-
my only objection is that he's walked up to her. and-
I'm walking up to
No, 'cause
everybody.
She
Yeah.
followed him. She followed him.
And I
Yeah,
noticed
but
her
then
following
he
me.
walks up to her and grabs her and goes, "Where's the radio?" And like he knows he's connected to her, to him. But like that just seems. I don't object to what's going on, but it just seems
Oh,
very,
I was under the impression
it
that
seems very out of game.
I was under the impression that he probed me or something.
No. What I did was basically touch you, and this is what I've done to the bartender as well, and that's
He
basically I'm
said
doing
the
this to
exact same
everybody.
thing to the bartender.
Yeah,
Like the
I
exact same
understand that,
thing.
but then saying that she's a puppet and stuff like that, that's kind of the bit that I'm going well against. You would have no
Yeah.
idea how the radio works. None.
Okay, yeah, I get it, but she says this, and like
She
I know
said
you
to him
psychically.
that she had that when he asked her that question, she very much said that she was connected to you through the warp. Now, he's not got it exactly right in the fact that he says he thinks she's a puppet, but she did say that there was a connection between him and you by the warp. So I think he's going off that.
I'm
Yeah,
basically.
it's just the whole actions just seem completely bizarre for anyone. I know he's a bizarre
just
character, but
Just roll with it for now.
there's been a lot of external knowledge used here behind it all.
Well, if the MC thinks that's the I'm gonna stop. I don't think I'm meta. I'm metaing right now.
Just roll with it for now. I think everyone's got a little bit of meta knowledge, and I don't think it can be helped in any way. But at the same point, what he did was justified by what she said. For now.
Anyway,
So just roll for a bit.
Just-
and we'll...
okay, Rose, you were saying something?
I think I was done. I mean, the quarantine comes up. Yeah,
I say
yeah.
I say basically like that's what every minion says when you say that like she helps you, you help him. And do you want to say anything else?
I just, snort, I guess, and turn to the quarantine and talk to him.
I basically want to like point the quarantine away, and I want to say, "Come, I will explain."
I look at Rose and she turns to me. I can ignore the weird dude pointing me somewhere, so.
Like, if you want to
Okay,
know
so
what's
I just-
going on, come.
Just hold on a minute. And I'm looking at Rose too. Yeah.
And just saying, no, there's no trouble here. Just a little bickering between friends. No problem.
I kind of look at both of you really, really weirded out, and I kind of, fair enough.
I've seen you around, but I don't actually know you. Who are you?
They call me the quarantine. I was, I kind of like glance over to the high. I was asleep, and I woke up recently.
I smile when he says like he wakes up, not creepily. I don't smirk, I smile.
Yeah. I woke up recently, and this is all very. This whole place is very strange and new to me. So, but hey, I mean, here I am.
Here you are.
That's all you. That's all you have to know about me. So far.
I
So,
nod.
yeah. So I kind of turn to High and say, "So what's your side of the story?" And kind of step away.
Yeah, I go with him. And when I see you out of earshot from Rose, I start speaking. I say this radio character is very peculiar. You know how you find our conversations strange? There's this power in the air that has overcome the whole world, and few people are able to tap it in order to use it. And I think and I am one of them, and I think he has knowledge of how to tap into this warp, as we call it. And I want to know what he knows. And he is using, I did not know this, but he uses puppets around. He uses people. I point towards her. You just saw, I point and nod like in that direction. You just saw what happened. I don't think he is, what would the old world call him? I don't think he's a good person. But then, nobody really is.
1 second. 1 second, Jackie. Simon, can you roll plus cool?
Okay, I'm interested.
Sorry, Rose, can you roll plus cool? Your cool is -1.
Oh shit.
Aww.
6. Okay, so you're talking and you start describing this thing. And you're describing the psychic maelstrom, and you hear a rock shift out of line and like roll out onto the street, like clattering on the way. and you look over and you can kind of see, Rose's boot sticking out as she's been trying to listen to you.
Okay, I look at her and I point again towards her so that the quarantine can see. Her master is distraught. The minion is sent to watch over us.
I kind of point my gun towards you and towards Rose and be like, "Come out now. Don't try
Just
to
say, he's not my master.
Prove it,
Cover.
minion.
No, don't. I turn to you and go like, "Now, don't you go around calling people names." Then I turn back to Rose. Come out, come out. You're safe.
And I come out, but I do it very cautiously, and like
You see
trying
me
to-
with the assault rifle pointing at you, but not menacingly. Just
yeah. But it's not. I'm actually not concerned about your. I'm really concerned about your assault rifle, but I'm really like looking at the ground, trying to walk on as flat surface as I can. If that's not possible, I'm just gonna sign.
I give like a laugh and look at her. Look at her. She's just crawling under her master's butt. And I basically I smirk completely, like it could be seen even after under my cloak.
I kind of like look up at you.
Man, you got issues,
What are
man.
you shut up. What are you talking about? Yeah. So I kind of ask you like, well, why were you spying on us or whatever?
I just want to hear what's going on. I mean, is it not a free world?
It is. It's just it's not nice to listen on people's conversations, right?
I pout at him.
Can I roll augury again or not? Augury. Is there a limit to how much I can do it? I don't see an amount of times I can do it.
You can do it again as long as it's not another just thing at the same sort of situation.
No, I have a completely different intention of what to do with it.
Yep, you can do that.
I'll not be like inserting information again if that's what you mean. Oh. Hang on, what happened there?
You rolled a 10 actually, not a... You don't need to put an
Yeah.
exclamation point after.
No, I used the advanced roll thing. So what did I do there? Just roll, or do I just roll it again?
You
Oh,
you roll compounding dice, like they would keep rolling over and over again when you do exclamation mark.
Alright, so the one,
Okay,
the one
so-
doesn't count then.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so you got a 10.
Tell me when I can do that.
Yep. We're just going to work out this augury. What are you doing with your augury?
I'm going to reach through the psychic maelstrom to the brainer and connect to it.
So you've got to hit what one of the options. So you're reaching through the psychic maelstrom to something. Who is that? Someone or something?
Yeah, the brainer in front of Rose.
Brainer. Okay.
And
You rolled 10, so you can choose 2 of those.
I just kind of just snort, and I roll across my desk again. Like, if you want to connect to me, you can connect to this. And I get a 56k modem, and I connect it up to a certain thing, and it outputs it, or like it would my voice, if I'm allowed to do that. So I'm basically transmitting the noise of a 56k modem dial. And it is going to persist for a while without me actively maintaining it, and it is
Yes.
stable and non-bleeding, and that is going directly into the brainer's mind.
Oh shit! So you freak out next to me?
Okay,
So,
I think I need to roll cool here.
no, you don't need to roll cool yet. You have this noise in your head and it is just a horrible noise, and it is, at the moment, it's not ridiculously loud, but you can just hear it in the background. and it's constantly. It's like
like
just ringing.
Okay, I look at the quarantine and I say, and I put like a hand on his shoulder and I point towards her. Like she is not the one speaking. Her master is using his powers as I explained them to you. Through her.
So I
And-
assume she's looking all innocent, sitting there.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah. What do you want? Like, you can't affect me for, as far as I know. So
I can with that thing.
you can.
He can affect you with that. He can't reach through the maelstrom to you.
Oh, I see. Okay. So whatever.
Yes!
You got it from me, not him.
Roll a 10. You have hold +2.
Okay, I...
Oh, sorry, hold 3. We're all waiting on this.
Goddamn PM wars.
Okay. Can I do that?
Do I start seeing super mutants? What's happening?
Um, okay, so you get this, you hear this voice in your head, and it goes, trust Dahai. Don't trust her, she's a liar, she's a minion. And you feel like the compelling need to like trust Dahai momentarily. Like you can feel it at like straight away. You feel this sort of you want to trust him. It's like as if your mind's saying, he's the right guy, he's the guy you should trust. Don't listen to her. So that's what you feel.
You've fallen in love.
Oh, God damn it. Alright, so how's Rose looking right now? What is she looking like?
She's a roughly 30-year-old. She's looking like normal. She's roughly 30-year-old woman standing there, and
quite small.
you feel you can fight the urge, like if you want to, but it's like it's in your head. You can feel it.
Do I see him shuddering or something? I mean, something like.
Yeah, he definitely reacts to the touch.
Yeah, like I asked to look at you, and I kind of clench my gun, and I kind of ask you like, is what he says is what he's saying true?
And I like say at this exact moment, are you not connected to this radio? Is he not your master?
I kind of turn to like
I look.
Oh sorry. When the high starts speaking, I'm like, shut. I'm asking the questions here. Shut up. And I like turn back at you like, so.
Okay, so I'm just gonna first I'm gonna look at the brainer and just go, what did you do? Crazy person. Cannot even pick your own fights. Gonna have to call up and back up for just a little lady. Who are you, pussy?
Oh, speaks the lady who hides behind shadows 2 times in a row to follow me, and then my friend here. You are the one who hides in the shadows. You
I
are the
have
one.
bigger balls than you have.
And
Wow.
I look at the quarantine and I say, see? Who is the one here that needs help? Who is the one threatening the other one?
At this
hear-
point,
Okay.
at this point, you hear, well.
God
Look
damn it.
what we have here.
God
Come
damn
out
it.
from behind you.
Okay. Can
And
I
this guy
can I do
wearing-
something?
Oh.
Can I do
Oh.
something? Or is
No.
it like initiative? or
Let him
so-
finish. Let him finish.
I wanna do,
Well.
like, when I hear something behind me, like when I hear well, I wanna do something, if I can.
You can react to well.
No, after this is look what we
Okay,
have
okay.
here. At that second, I throw a pain with projector back, like behind, like this, basically.
Why would you do that?
You do a what?
Because
sorry, but-
because
sorry,
he
the
already
whole-
said
the whole thing
he
is
already said this
ridiculous.
is very very weird part of very weird. What did you say? You
So
said
you're
this.
like, well,
But you didn't
It's a-
go on
it's
it
a
right
bit
and
dangerous.
walk out of a building.
Shut
What?
up.
so you lob a
How
you
can I?
lob a pain wave projector behind you.
Yeah.
Okay, so he throws this behind him, and it clatters on the ground, and it's like in the area it's a static noise, and it's like this shrieking, and this man who said well, he just starts screaming in pain.
I'll turn
And,
around.
You turn around and you see this guy, and he's standing there. He's in like a brown coat. He's got average looking guy, kind of a little bit of beard going, but that's average for them. They don't really have access to
Like-
sort of razors and that, and he just starts screaming, and he's like, "What the fuck did you do that for?"
And I
And,
basically do like, if I can, tell me if I can't. I do my other power that I have right when I turn around. This is not to harm him, if like depends. And I
What
do
is it?
direct brain whisper projection. So I'm going as if I'm going aggro, but I'm not going aggro. He sees me,
Yes.
and basically I say turn around and walk off, or I'm gonna tear your brain to shreds.
When I hear that, I would like to cast Augury again.
Yeah, violent fucker, aren't you?
God damn it.
One second. You for direct brain whisper projection to count. This is just for you to know, like for you to know that you can't use it in a particular way. It is a close attack. You have to be within arm's reach of them for your mind to count as a weapon.
How far is
And
he
then
from me?
as soon as he
It's-
started screaming, can I cast Augury?
You feel this like you don't feel the pain, but you definitely know he's just felt the pain.
Yeah.
And yes, you can use augury. Oh, plus weird.
A lot of weird going on right now.
And like what he does.
That's
1d26.
Yeah, I just created this shit.
That's very good. That's very good.
You blow up the world.
Basically.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
oh my-
1d6.
Okay, so we
Someone's
got
done that
roll another 1d6.
1d6, another one.
Oh.
Oh, you failed.
Okay. Anyway, like while he does this, I want to basically say, do not interfere here. You are not part of this discussion. I will not hurt you. Just walk away.
Yeah, at this point I'm super mad. I'm like, all of you. Do I hear that like this is screeching still going on, or?
You heard him scream in pain when this thing went off near it.
But,
I know,
Like
but
when the
it's
thing
right.
goes off, is it like for 1 second and just stops, or?
It's like a grenade, kind of,
Oh,
but
okay.
you don't hear anything. It just goes. It like he lobs this backwards. This guy just starts screaming for like a few seconds, and then everything's like kind of normal. You don't hear a sound from this thing,
So I'm like,
and
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
you have no idea what it is. None of you do, except for the brainer.
Okay.
And wait a second. I need to resolve the effect of this augury.
So none of you know what's been happening right now.
Well, I saw you.
you
throw
know
that.
he's just thrown something behind you.
I know
They-
you're weird, so
Yeah.
They can kind of work out what you just did.
I know
but
you did it.
no.
So you're fine.
Again, remember the command you have in your head.
But me? Fuck
Yep.
The command is beginning to wear off
Yeah,
at
that's what
this
I mean.
point.
Exactly.
But he's still-
begun to trust you. It doesn't last forever.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, this was all happening in a couple of seconds? I mean, well, okay, a minute maximum. Correct me if I'm
As
wrong.
I see you doing this, it's not gonna like it kind of breaks the as you do these things that all of a sudden it kind of breaks the spell. Like it doesn't work it tells me to trust you, but I don't have to.
Yeah,
He
but then
fulfilled your command. You've lost your hold on him at this point. He
Yeah.
pointed
okay,
his gun.
good.
He threatened.
That's all I wanted to know.
Okay. Okay. So your augury goes through. What are you? Let's see. On a miss, whatever bad takes the brunt of it.
Basically, I'd imagine my antenna fries out or something, and I'm unable to connect to people for a while. That's how I would interpret it. But obviously.
So yeah. Basically, like, you start to emit this charge, and your system overloads. Like, the weirds that you've just emitted, the psychic maelstroms, kind of like lashed back, and
But I was going to protect him from the psychic maelstrom.
yeah, and yeah, so your thing lashes back, and you are zapped out of control, and it's kind of like media black zone. Your voice is gone from his head. He's on his own for the time being. Now, at this point,
Do I recognize, by the way, the scream coming from the man who came from behind?
you know that you would recognize that he's just that Dahaya was he just lobbed a device. It's like a little electronic device backwards. It landed on the ground, and this guy's just started screaming for about a few seconds, and he's kind of regained himself, and Dahaya's turned around and said that to him.
Okay.
And
I'm not aiming to hurt you, basically. Just walk away. This is not your conversation.
I'm going
And
to. I'm actually going to. Sorry.
1 second. You rolled plus weird for that, did you?
Yes.
2d6 plus 2. Okay. Okay, 1 second. I just gotta. So many moves going off at once.
Yep.
I'm struggling
By the way,
to get one in, but yeah.
where are... Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, go. Okay.
We should take a break in about 10
Okay.
minutes.
Yep. Okay, so what I want, you can choose one of these options. Because you rolled a partial success on the go aggro. You can choose what they have to do is either they have to choose force your hand or suck it up and cave into what you're doing. On a 7 to 9, they can instead choose one. Well, at this point, you've just thrown this brainwave projector. So, Alex, he's like kind of distraught at what you're doing, and you say this to him, and he just pulls out a revolver and just takes a shot at you.
Okay.
So.
Oh damn!
What I want you to do is roll plus cool to see how well you react.
Yeah, and this is a real tough moment. And this is not
Oh
a
my
good thing.
god.
That's not a good thing.
You barely made it though, it's fine.
I think I made it.
That's a partial success. So, so he kind of like pulls out this revolver and takes a shot at you, and you try and duck out of the way, but it's, you didn't really expect him to do it, and he pulls it out and shoots you and hits you square in the shoulder. You take 2 harm.
Shit.
And so what that means is, if you go to your brainer,
Yeah,
your
so
brain
I am
character-
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 harm maximum.
Yep. So
Uh,
you go to your harm
no,
is
no,
now
no,
at.
no, no. You don't.
Yes,
have
he does
six-
have maximum.
Oh yes, you do. Yeah, because the last one's in thirds, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you're now at 6 harm.
At 4.
So 6 o'clock. What?
I'm
You
at
have
6
4
o'clock.
left, but don't think of it. You're at 6 o'clock. Think of it as you're at 6 o'clock.
Okay, I'm
Harm
6 o'clock.
before 9 o'clock gets better over time. Harm after 9 o'clock gets worse rapidly over time. Harm at 9 o'clock stays the same until you get healed.
So this one is a
Okay,
good one?
so
Or...
you will get better over time, maybe a couple of weeks or so
Okay.
at this point, unless you get healed.
Did you say that I went offline to everyone, not just to Alex?
Your Alex is fried.
Yeah, well then,
He's-
so I can still see through Rose.
Yes, correct.
I say bandit. I scream
No,
bandit.
no, you don't. No, you don't. Shut up.
No,
Okay.
it is.
Not my turn. Okay,
quarantine.
go on.
Yeah, and at this like very second, military training kicks in, and I go drill sergeant on his ass. I point the assault rifle at him, walk towards him, and I yell as loud as I can, like, "Put the fucking gun down! What the fuck are you doing?"
Okay, so you were going aggro.
Yes.
I would like you to roll plus hard
Immediately.
and mark experience on that as well. Don't forget.
Sure.
Oh, I need like another experience for weird.
Yes.
Actually, 2. I rolled 2 weirds in the last.
8. That's 1 XP.
So that's 4.
Yes. So you act with 8, and what he does is he puts his hands up in the air like this, and
Well,
he's got gun,
I guess so.
and he just like says, "Oh man, sorry, you don't know what he just did to me. Come on," and he's holding the gun up there, and he's definitely just kind of terrified by the fact that there's a military guy with an assault rifle pointed at his face.
I did nothing
I-
to you.
As I walk towards him, I smash the thing on the ground, and then tell him to drop the gun. Just drop it.
Drop the gun. He leans down and puts the gun on the ground, and at this point you notice his ears are like they have like trails of blood leading out of them.
All right. I walk.
I want.
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
Rose.
Yeah,
yes.
I would really like to. Because I know him, right? I know this guy.
You've seen him. You've seen him around. He's kind of. You would know exactly who he is. He is another one of the.
I didn't
And
But
know.
you
yeah.
can't say that out loud.
Well,
Say,
they-
he's already going mentally paranoid over one person that he didn't know about.
you do not know that is a.
I know.
You do not. Okay, you do
I know.
not know.
I think
So,
he's a bandit. Like that's the first thing in my mind. He's a bandit.
Well,
Strange.
he's. So you would know exactly who he is, Rose.
I just want to cry out his name and run to him. What is his name?
His name
Alex?
is Alex.
Like
Wow,
Alex.
nice thing. There you go.
Like being very distraught and just completely ignoring all the cracks I am currently running over. Like just I don't care if they're if I'm in a gunfire or anything. Just go up to him and say, "Are you okay?"
Tell your friend not to come up with lines like well in a neighborhood where bandits roam around. It is not a good idea. I'm sorry for the harm I caused. It is not lethal, and he will recover in a matter of days or hours.
Freaking
He's
fuck
like-
hard. I just mutter freaking fuck hard. And
Yeah,
just,
yeah. I know. I walked. I'm still pointing the gun at him. The high starts talking. I immediately. I'm really upset, really confused. Point the gun at you. Shut the fuck up right now. What did you do? What did you do to him? Why are his ears bleeding?
It is shocking effect that will just what's the word I'm looking for? Will not harm him literally. It's basically smacking him across the face with a slap. Do not worry, he is alive and he is not injured. He will recover. Just as you would know, this is a neighborhood of bandits. I was simply not willing to let a bandit gank up on us.
Yeah, I kind of just chuckle out loud
One
upon hearing
guy.
that.
Yeah, he's one guy, and I'm in armor. Why would you? If I see you pulling
You
shit
did
like
not
that again,
know. You did not
interrupt
know.
Me. Like I yell, I can yell louder than you. I was in
Okay.
the military. You do not interrupt me, you fucker. Do shit like that again, and I will not hesitate to
Okay.
knock you out.
Yeah, I just chortle out loud when I'm hearing this. So like, Rose, convince that man, that guy is fucking crazy. I like him.
Okay, so what are you doing at the moment, Rose?
Healing, touching the.
Can I possibly, or can I mean, is it
Okay.
harm? Or could I just use my kit? I mean, I probably wearing wearing my, like, try and.
Okay. So you can healing touch him if you so wish, but you will roll plus weird for that.
Okay.
You get a point of XP for that though. Yay.
Yay.
Roll 2d6 plus 1.
Yes.
Okay. At this point, like after he yells at me, I turn
6.
around and I live.
You got
Okay,
to
what-
kill Alex.
I think something happens now, right? Okay. On a miss, first you don't heal him, second you open both your brain and there's to the words fast like Maelstrom without protection or preparation for you and for your patient if your patients are followed by a character. Just as you made a move and missed a roll. For patients belonging to the MC and their experience, a fader up to the MC. So I guess
Okay.
something happens to him.
So you like touch him and put your hand on him, and straight away you feel like your mind open up and the world sort of like fade away, and you see kind of like a black sort of storm above you.
Mhm.
And it reaches out and you get this image of the slave pit, and you're like looking at it and you're like, and you start to walk forward into the slave pits, and then you fall down a pit like underneath it, and then suddenly you're face to face with the radio, but it's the picture that you've seen in the radio. It's like that black and white picture, but it's alive. And then suddenly you're pulled out, and as you're pulled out, you see Alex like writhing on the floor. He's like not making any noise, but he's like kind of like rolling around on the floor. And at this point, your connection wireless is back with Alex.
Well, I'll feel his pain and everything.
He is
Not dead. He's alive, but he's
writhing around on the ground.
Probably.
No, because it only opens up
No.
the door, but not.
Okay.
He's just in a lot of pain right now.
So I'm going to. Can I open my kit and just take something out and try and see?
Yeah, and while you're doing that, you just hear me. I'm like, Rose, I've told you the only person you ever touch is yourself. What the hell?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like trying to. I'm like furiously apologizing, like into the air, and just as I'm doing that, I'm like pulling out the kit and I guess.
So, what you would, if you were to do this, like, because his thing's mostly mental, you'd probably give him, you'd give him like a morphine shot or something.
Yeah,
like that.
a morphine shot so he can calm down. Do I have to roll for
Okay.
that or something?
No, you pretty much stab him with the morphine shot, and you stab him. He sort of starts to calm down and just kind of like lays there. Mark 1 stock off your angel kit. It has 6 stock.
And all you hear in your head is just me going, ah!
Okay, so as he comes down and stuff, I'll like
he
turn
comes
my
down.
I'll turn my head to the high. Now
The high's gone.
he's gone. He left.
He walked away.
I was
gone,
I was
like,
I was
just-
looking at him all. I was looking at him all this time.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well you would have noticed
I
him
was
start to
yelling at
walk
him.
backwards.
Oh, no. No, you don't. You're not going anywhere. My gun is pointing at you, and I think my
Okay,
zoom crashed.
so what do you say to him?
Yeah, it's rebooting. I like don't you dare move. We have to settle this. Like, I will suggest that you listen to me and do what I say, unless you want your pretty little cloak to be filled with holes.
Shots fired. Literally.
Almost.
Almost. I'm about to.
Very close.
Okay. Okay. You need to restart your Zune.
Yeah, just go fucking tell me. I don't
Okay.
care.
Yeah, I look at him and I say, what do you want explaining for?
I want to know what you did to her and why you're planning to go after her. And what you
After
had to do
her?
After
Who is her?
Rose. Damn it.
I did nothing to Rose. Why would I do something to Rose?
It was. I was there when you spoke to her. It was obvious that you did something to her as you did
I
to me.
did not touch her. I did not
You did.
even
I
go
saw you
close.
touch her. Out of game, I saw you touch her.
No, you were not there when I touched her, dude. You were there after.
Yes, he was. He was there the whole
I
time.
was there.
You said that
He
he
was
walked
even
out.
go-
He walked out the second after
was
he
there.
touched her.
What?
If I remember correctly, he walked in on us after I touched her.
You,
But
Yeah,
he was
but, like-
he was in the building. You just couldn't see him.
He was in the area. He wasn't
Okay.
like there.
Like he
Okay.
was
Okay,
he
okay.
was watching the whole time. He rolled for it and everything.
I stay anyway. I still say this like, I've done nothing to Rose, and I've done nothing to you other than show you the truth. You are but blank. You cannot feel the warp in this world. I can understand it, and as you can see, and like there are people here that are using it for far worse reasons than me.
Does he still have a 56k modem going in his head, by the way?
Yeah, I know.
It's still kind of in the background. He can kind of function, but you'll see the effects of it.
Okay. I still like.
He's
That's it. If
got-
you
Delete.
yeah, now at this point, I strongly don't like. I know that you're doing something. I'm aware, and I'm kind of just looking at you. I am seriously like I'm seriously very tense right now, pointing at your head with the gun, and I'm like, now, you come next to me. Don't play any tricks. If I see you touch anyone, I will shoot you on the spot.
is there
Gotcha.
is there a corner or an alleyway to my right or to my left?
1 second. I will I'll clear that drawing. Okay, so basically where you are is there's like God damn it. Okay, so there's a street down here. And that's sort of the main road there. You guys can all see this, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. The alleyway you came down is that long corridor there. And you guys are all like you're all here. So yeah, Alex is on the ground with Rose. And no, I drew one too many, but you get it. Okay, so you're all there. Alex is on the ground, Rose is tending to him, and you've got this and so the quarantine has a gun pointed directly at Dahai.
Is there any kind of
So-
alleyway near me?
You could go back out the alleyway you came, but it's probably a high likelihood that you would probably eat a few shots doing it.
I don't.
Um,
I walk towards this dude. And again, you don't know how my power works.
You touched me. I heard something.
You
heard
didn't
touched
hear
her,
anything.
she
You
got
felt
out.
something.
I
You
heard
hear the voice
the
in
voice
your
in my
head.
head. Like I'm.
It's a
pretty-
command.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you did it. There's
But
no...
it's more of a thing of how the brainer's power works is it's very much when you touch them, they kind of it completely invades their mind in a way. That's why like they kind of shudder whenever it touches them, because you're reaching into their head and playing around with it. It doesn't feel natural at all.
Okay, yeah, okay. I walk towards him, and I say, I have nothing to hide. And this is where we should take our first break.
Okay.
Yep, we've been on for an hour and 20. We're gonna come back with the next hour, part 2. So everybody, don't go anywhere. Coming
Just
right
call
back
it a
up.
one-shot.